So then, folks, bad news. Transfer special, no Ben Sports news. So
Wouldn't do that if I were you.
are you always here? Is that how that works? Or
Yeah, I'm always here.
yeah, are you lonely? You seem lonely.
No, I just, it's just the way it is. Yes, is the answer.
Yeah, I've heard you're unhireable by any other company in the sports industry. So,
I shall categorically deny that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, you can deny it all you like. Anything else you want to say before you head off?
Have you got G's number? I could really do
That's massively inappropriate. So run the intro. There's a reason you're not here today. See you in January. Right then, folks, welcome back to another episode of The Salford Story. Today, I reveal the transfers in the least exciting way you've ever seen. And that's weird, really, because they are possibly the most exciting transfers I've ever made. So, let's do this. But if you're going to do ins, you've got to do outs. And we've had to fund some transfers. You can see here, Andreas Fankhauser has left to Borussia Dortmund. He's been with me a couple of years. We bought him in for 3.9 million. I don't know how we bought him for 3.9 million from Bayer Leverkusen. We've sold him on for 35 million pounds. He had 1 year. This is the important thing. He had 1 year left on his contract and he wasn't signing another one. So we managed to get 35 million pounds for him. I'm pretty happy. I've got to be honest. It's a massive profit on a player that we brought in, developed well. Will go on, I think, anyway, to be one of the best defenders in the world. 24-year-old now. By the time he's 28, he could be one of the best in the world. So we'll see. Shoots with power being his main attribute. And he wasn't the only out. Ross from Friends has also departed for a £10.25 million fee. We got him on a free transfer last season. Played him 7 times. He scored 1 goal. We sold him for 10.25 million. That's bloody good business, if you ask me. And he leaves. He's apparently very hotly rated still, but he just wasn't fitting in our team, so we've moved him on. We've replaced him, but we've moved him on. One more. Manak Kovacs, we have sold to Tottenham, and I've just noticed he's out for 4 months. Maybe I've given them the curse. Very good defender, and do you know what? This was a bit of a tough one. We got a £20 million bid. It was like, do you sell him for £20 million? Do you not? We did, because I felt like we could bring in players that, or bring through players that could play in his position, so it wasn't a massive deal. We're not in Europe this year. We don't need a lot of strength in depth. We just need some depth, which is good. So yeah, we've moved him on. As I say, £20 million, can't say no, really. And all of this has meant that we've been able to bring in our record transfer ever. Should we start with him? Go on then. Now, I asked on Twitter, to the people of Twitter, how much would you buy this guy for? And he was valued at 7.5 million. I ended up spending 18.75. That's how much we spent on Kasper Stenvoorden. I'm sure you say it differently. I'm sorry, Dutch people. I apologise now. Yes, 21 years of age. I think he could be a superstar. £60,000 a week. I just think he's everything I want. A ball-winning midfielder to sit in one of those defensive spots. I've also brought him in a new partner. At 21, he's only going to get Weber, and I'm loving it. I think he's going to be absolutely brilliant. I'm excited to use him. Mental's fantastic. Physically excellent. Technically, he's got everything. His release clause was 18.75. We matched it. I had to match it. He's come in. Whoa. As I mentioned, though, he's got himself a partner. Dmitry Babayev has come in as well to play next to him as the deep line playmaker, and I'm excited about this guy as well. We've brought him in for £9.5 million from Bayern Munich, and I am just as delighted with this as I am with Kasper. I just think we've got a partnership now, a central partnership, that will be able to be a problem for a lot of teams. Breaking this down and then having to stop it from attacking as well is going to be difficult. It says he's only 3.5 star. For my money, he looks way better than that. Physically excellent, technically excellent, and has got all the right mentals in all the right places. So again, Dmitry Babayev, delighted. I should mention as well before we carry on, we've brought in a new striker. Alberto Seri has gone to Udinese. Again, didn't want to sign a new contract. Really sad about it. 28 goals in, under 50 games is quite the record. He had a fantastic time with us. 2 years. Do you know what? I cherish every moment I have with him. So thank you, Alberto. 2 years ago, he was phenomenal. And the Harp left. What? But he signed. Yeah, he did leave, and then I bought him back on a free transfer. He couldn't find another club, and I felt, but he was going, please, ringing me every night, going, please sign me back. I miss it. I miss the boys. So we signed him back. And let me show you Federico Ferrero. Again, I think he could be quite the player. And obviously, losing Serdi, I wanted a new target man, but I do think he's so much more than that. Can play as a complete forward, can play as an advanced forward. Federico Ferrero is our guy. Uruguayan international, 6'4", £40,000 a week, bought for 7.25 million from Bayer Leverkusen. I went shopping at Bayer Leverkusen. I feel like if we can buy them on and sell them on for a massive profit, Bayer Leverkusen's the way to go. Finished second in the Bundesliga as well. It's weird. But yeah, delighted with the acquisition. Those arrows don't look too appealing, but pleased. 4-star ability, potentially. Now, with all the winger exit, well, not all the winger exits, but with the exit of Roster and Friends, we had to bring someone else in. Bazinda Kraev has come in. He can play on the left, the right, or the centre. Basically, versatile. I don't want someone that can start every game. I want someone that can fill the spot when injuries most certainly will occur. And yeah, he is our guy for that, and I'm delighted with the acquisition. Again, I feel like I've done some shrewd business this summer. Bulgarian international, 116 caps, 32 years of age, but still looks brilliant. I just think it's maybe not brilliant, solid. And as I say, we were looking for solid players. I'm going to play him mostly on the left side in replacement of Barry. We've got obviously Jeff Thomas and Peter on the right side, Peter Phillips through the middle. So I'm not too worried about that, but he can play naturally across all of those, which is great news. Now, as mentioned, we sold a centre-back, so I needed to bring a new one in. The first of which is Brendan Galloway. Now, if you're an Everton fan or a Premier League fan, you may well recognise him. He's been at Manchester City for almost the entirety of career since leaving Everton for 28 million. We've loaned him, and as I say, we lost Kovacs. I think actually, when you look at him on paper and comparatively to Kovacs, let's compare the two. I don't think we've done that badly. The green is Brendan Galloway. The red is Marek Kovacs. I think we've done some pretty shrewd business there. We've got him much cheaper and on loan for a season. 33 years of age. Yes, he's a lot older, but we're only going to have him for a year. And I think as a stopgap defender, he does everything I want. And now it's time for Robert Ackenbrand, who could be the next Fankhauser. You'll never guess where I bought him from. If you guessed Bayer Leverkusen, you'd be right. He was bought by Bayer Leverkusen for 15 million for Borussia Dortmund. Only 7 appearances later, I have gone in there, 6.25 million, and snapped him up. I honestly think 21 years of age, by the time he's 23, 24, could be the next Fankhauser. We could make another 30, 40 million on him. I'm just delighted with my business this summer. I think we've done really, really well. Has to improve on his head and his tackling, but he will do. He's 21. Plenty of room to grow. Physically phenomenal. Mentally very, very good for someone so young. And I'm very pleased with our acquisitions. As I say, not in Europe. So if we have a good Premier League finish this season, who knows what we can achieve next year. But I think last summer was a bit of a stopgap year. This summer, I've gone pretty hard and brought in some fantastic names, and I'm very pleased to show you them. So let me know what you think. Who do you think the best one is? Who do you think the worst one is? I'm, again, delighted. So then, since we last met, we've gone through our friendlies, and we've played a few games in the Premier League, as well as a game in the Capital One Cup. We actually had Craig Tidy's testimonial, and the familiar faces came back. We had Marius Steve Hall, Josh Harrop came back as well. Karin Rekic also returned to play in Craig Tidy's testimonial. Ajax beat us 2-0. They got the better of us. We didn't play Andy Tanner in that game, and I've absolutely no idea why, but there you are then. Since then, friendlies went quite well. We won all of them apart from the testimonial. We then started the season with a 3-1 defeat to Manchester City. Rivy almost got a Rivy. We were in it for so long. We scored early, then 2 late goals from Rivy, and yeah, that was that. City won 3-1. Disappointing. Since then, though, 2-1 win against QPR and a 1-0 win. A 2-0 win against Everton and a 1-0 win against QPR, and a 3-2 win in the Capital One Cup against Southend, in which Peter Phillips scored a late penalty. Lots of goals in a very short space of time in that one, but we came through in the end. I did not want extra time. So today, we're actually going to play Sunderland. I feel like we might as well play a match. We currently sit 6th in the Premier League table, and it's going well. I couldn't be happier. Signings look good. Our only defeats to Man City, who have got a fantastic side, and we go into today feeling pumped. Jurgen Klopp also has left Manchester City. They're no longer a threat. So Ben, how does the team look? Well, let me show you what I'm working with. Here we are then. This is the team. I hate that it does this sort of duplicate colour thing. There we are. So Marky Parky will be in goal. João Paulo sticks with us at the right back. Ackenbrand in the middle as the cover defender. Galloway as the ball player on the left hand side. Vidal will play actually a little bit further forward. This is from our last game. Let me just change that around for us. There we are. So Babayev and Steen Vorden. I'm going to Casper. Should I just call him Casper? Let's call him Casper. I do like his surname, but to say it every day is going to be difficult. So Casper and Babayev are going to sit in front of that. Vidal then gets pushed forward into a box-to-box midfield role. Could also play as a central midfielder automatically. We'll do that today. Peter Phillips just in front. Kraev could play on the right side. I don't know. Should we switch that out today? We might play Jeff Thomas. Let's play Jeff Thomas. Jeff Thomas on the right, Barry on the left, and Sandoval up top through the middle. I'm actually going to change Sandoval because he's been playing there recently. I changed it around for the last game he played in the Cup, but as a poacher. And so far, 2 goals in 3 games. It's looking okay for him. So, as I say, Sunderland is the game. We're going to start attacking. Instructions look like that for anyone that's interested, and we will crack on and hopefully beat Sunderland. After all the talk of these good signings, it'd be stupid of me now to be like, well, we've lost to Sunderland, so let's win it. It's also my in-game birthday. How old am I today? I'm 39. Oh, God. Just quickly then, before we get into the game, our balance now, 34.6 million with 50 million available for transfers. January is going to be the time to decide, are we going to push for Europe? Is it going to keep us up? I don't know yet, obviously. And this season, I should also clarify that we've got a lot of games to play. They're all Premier League games. I'm going to split it up. You don't, like, for my opinion, you don't need to see another whole Premier League season. So what we're going to do is I'm going to come back for a game in October, the Stoke game, because that's our first game at our new stadium. And then from that point onwards, I probably won't see you again until around December time. So we're going to try and spread it out a little bit more, so we're not just going through sort of, not meaningless games, but you know what I mean, you've seen like Premier League seasons now, you've seen what they're all about. And this is a season where we're trying to finish top 7, top 6. So I might as well concentrate on it and try and get there. So, yeah, just thought I'd make that clear for you now before you get confused to, oh, you're taking big jumps. Yeah, we are. I did it with Palmer. If you were part of that, you understand. If not, welcome. So then, we kick things off our 4th game of the season, and a win will keep us in the hunt for that sort of top 6, top 7 spot. And the Europa League is sort of the minimum expectation. As I said before in the last episode, I'd like to get into the Champions League, but we'll have to wait and see. As Sunderland with the first attack of the game, it's cleared not that well. Marky Parky with a good save. Sunderland putting a little bit of pressure on early on. I should say, if anybody's interested in last season's stats for the players in terms of goals, assists, things like that, I'd left them on my Facebook page. If you want to go over to facebook.com/DrBenjiFM, you'll see them as Sandoval prods home, Barry plays it in, and we go 1-0 up. But yeah, if you want to see the stats of last season and are like disappointed I didn't do an episode, I've put a picture up on my Facebook, so if you want to go and look at that, you can do. Details how the squad did. So you see here, Barry with it in the box, Sandoval coming late doors, poacher instincts. I actually think as a poacher, he might get, shall I be brave, 30 goals this season. Something about the way he's been playing these early games, I think he might score a lot of goals. Our midfield 3 now, by the way, is like our core midfield 3, not including Peter Phillips, is going to be it's going to be difficult to better it in the Premier League this season, I think. It's very, very good for a team not in Europe as well. We can recover each week. I fancy our chances a lot. And Peter Phillips almost got a free roll as he loses the ball. But I think we're going to be a tough team to break down this season. If they're having shots from there, that's fine. Corner kick. Jeff Thomas puts it in. Babayev, into the far corner. I didn't sign him for his heading ability, but Dmitry Babayev, which I kind of say, if you're at home now, or on a bus or on a train or something, just say Babayev. It just feels right. I know it's awkward to say it and people might look at you, but Babayev, Dmitry Babayev. Oh, it feels good. And that goal was good. So 2-0, 20 minutes. Do you know what? I'm so positive about the season, it's terrifying. In the second half of the season, hopefully we'll go on a couple of cup runs, and that will be interesting, and that'll become part of this season. We've not had a cup run at all. We haven't got the distraction of Europe. We've got a squad capable. I've never been so positive recording a Salford episode. It's dawning on me. Probably going to lose 3-2 now. As we get to half-time, things going very, very well. Fitness concerns are, well, there's none, essentially. Calmly, very pleased with how things are going. Keep it up, lads. This air of positivity is not what you tune in for. I'm so sorry. Corner kick, Sunderland with it. Casper, Casper nodded it on to the back post, and Carlos Passini has scored the goal. 2-1, they're back in this. You can see it from the corner. We're still at Moor Lane, which is a bit annoying. Casper, he turns and heads it in that direction. How does he know it's coming? It's madness. 2-1. If they come back, I'm going to be like seething because of how much of a good mood I've been in up until this point. Babayev clears it. Now Peter Phillips, can he make the move? Oh, Sandoval, beautiful ball. Sandoval's in behind. Great tackle, to be fair to him. And Sandoval might be able to bring this away. Now we started attacking, went 2-0 up, and I didn't change it. Martina with it on this left side, plays it back to Tower, gives it to Retskovic. Yildirim, this is looking bad. Oh my God, how does it? Right, okay, sure. I've been happy, I've been positive, but to go 2-0 up and to just throw it away is very annoying. We're going standard because they clearly can't be trusted to just attack for the rest of the game. I don't want to watch this. We saw it a minute ago. 2-0 up and we just binned it. So that has killed my vibe. It's an understatement. What the piss has happened there? When I said that at half time, probably win 3-2. That was a joke. I was joking. All right, Tiedemans is going to come on for Vidal in the middle, who's had little impact. Sandoval, he's got his goal. Do we keep him out there? Kendall Peters or Ferrero? We're going to bring Ferrero on. Play him as a target man attack and go more direct. Okay, 25 minutes left on the clock. My mood has swung ridiculously. Time is ticking. 10 minutes left to go. We're going back on attacking because, I mean, time is just... This is going to be the most disappointing draw. If they score a winner here, there's going to be a walkout. Let me tell you, Casper, I mean, we've got one chance to break. 30 seconds left to go. It's not the ball you want, is it? Let's face it. It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. That's going to call time. Is that what this season's going to be like? Because it better fucking not be. Let me tell you now. So full time. Salford 2. Sunderland 2. Great. The signings are good though. Promise. I guess we didn't lose. That's the most important thing. Arsenal won 7-1. Right you are. Okay, then as mentioned, we'll be back for the Stoke game. We'll probably play West Brom in the same episode. Yeah, and it'll be the introduction of our new stadium, so that I'm very, very excited about. Unless, of course, it gets held back, and if it does, you'll be the first to know. Right then, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Again, let me know about the signings. Let me know about the signings. Who do you think the best one is? What do you think about value for money, etc, etc, etc. Would you have sold Fankhauser? Would you have sold Kovacs? Let me know as well. Right then, with love, with care. Until next time, from me, that's Benji. I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye. 2-0 up, and we threw it away. The most surprising thing about this episode is we didn't get a single injury. Unnerving.